submitted transfer applications to Northeastern, American University, George Washington University, and Colgate University. Hey guys, it's Cherissa. Welcome to or back to my channel, and welcome back to Vlogmas. Today's video is kind of different. It's a little bit of a personal sit-down story time-ish video. This is about transferring. Let's get into it. Last year, I submitted 4 transfer applications. If you watch my videos last year and you see how they are now, you could see that I was not as happy as I seemed. This is why I wanted to transfer from Tulane. I didn't feel wanted at Tulane or that I belonged at Tulane. From the first couple of days I arrived, my RA wasn't there to help me, and an RA, which is like a residential advisor, is supposed to be there to help new students. She kind of disregarded anything I said to her, and she acted childish. When I first went to Tulane, I was in a double and I had a roommate, and my RA, my roommate, and girls who were on the same floor as me stood outside of my room and talked so badly about me. What kind of RA stands outside of a student's dorm with a bunch of other 18 and 19-year-old students and talk so horribly about another student when they can hear them? And they don't do anything when other students on the floor are making fun of them, whether it might be because of their race, why they came to school late, or how they were sick. Things got out of hand with my roommate, so I went to my residential director, and my residential director was racist. And whenever my RA would report to my RD, she would only put things that I said to my roommate and not the horrible things that she said to me. When I got to Tulane, I didn't know anyone. I knew a few people from my school. They were upperclassmen. They didn't live on campus. My roommate had an issue with me being in the room too much during the first week of school, but I didn't know anyone. I didn't know where to go. I'm brand new at college. I've never done college before. When I signed up for a roommate, that I like to study in my room, and she just disregarded this. So it was a really bad transition, and it didn't make it easier that I didn't have anyone to talk to, and the first person I really met at Tulane, who was my roommate, was rude and disrespectful and ignorant toward me. She made everything that I did seem to be a problem. Like, my presence in the room bothered her, and I felt that I was agreeing to things that I would not agree to because I wanted her to like me. But it didn't help that I had an RA who told me that I was unwilling to compromise. But I wasn't okay with having drinking or smoking going on in my dorm room, and I didn't want to get in trouble because of her actions. I thought my acceptance to Tulane was a mistake. I didn't feel smart enough to be at Tulane. I didn't think I deserved an acceptance to Tulane. I felt that I was giving up a lot attending Tulane. All the other colleges that I was accepted to, I had a guaranteed spot on the track team, and I got athletic scholarships and academic scholarships from those schools, but I didn't get any scholarships or aid from Tulane, and I didn't have a secure spot on Tulane's track team either. Track was something in my life. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. I ran track for 8 years, and it was something that was really important to me, and it's something that I excelled at. I was not a top student at my school. I was at the bottom of my class. I probably should have not been in the AP classes. I know there's a lot of people who are really upset by the fact that I got into Tulane and they didn't, and their scores and GPA were better than mine. But track for me was a way of proving myself to other people because I was our strongest sprinter. People didn't really like me at my school, but if I would win a track meet, they would talk to me. It was just something I always had in my life. When I submitted my transfer applications, some of the other coaches at other schools wanted me too, and Tulane just didn't want me as an athlete. Last year, I didn't really make friends. I had friends out of convenience. We all didn't know anyone, so we kind of just formed a group. When I got to Tulane in the spring, people already formed their groups in the fall, you have your friends in the fall. There's not room for like a new person. If there is, it's really hard to like join a group who was friends for months before. I don't think I've ever had a problem making friends until now. Since I didn't really have friends, I felt alone. I didn't have anyone to hang out with, to get lunch or dinner with, to go out with. I kind of just stayed in my single room. Also, didn't like the fact that I had to start in the spring. Why am I an emotional wreck? Toward the end of high school, my senior year, I started getting very sick. I couldn't eat food the same way that I used to. Didn't really go out with my friends because I was scared of getting sick around them, which is why it was hard to make friends at school, because if I felt sick, I wouldn't go out with them. I don't want to say I had FOMO, but like, I kind of did, because their friendships got better with each other and like I was in my room sick. I didn't have friends that would come to the hospital with me to bring my textbooks when I had to go because I was sick. It was really hard being away from my family and being sick. The doctors in New Orleans do not compare with the doctors in Cleveland. It sucks from going to one of the best healthcare systems in the country to one of the worst. When I went to school, I got worse before I could get better. I thought I needed to be closer to home or somewhere with a better healthcare system. I came to Tulane wanting to study national security. Tulane was ranked as one of the top programs in the country. When I got to Tulane, I found out all the classes for national security were only offered at night. If you know college, clubs and like hanging out with friends doesn't happen at 11 a.m. They happen at like 6, 7, and that's when all the national security classes were. Tulane is also just expensive. I didn't get financial aid or a scholarship last year. I got a little scholarship. Not enough to make a little dent in the cost of Tulane. My thought was, why am I wasting money at an expensive school to be unhappy? It just didn't make sense to me. If I'm going to be paying full price for a school, I might as well be at a school where I'm happy. Honestly, last year was just hard. I think the transition was very hard for me. And I think if I started in the fall with everyone else, it could have been easier. But being the only new girl on the floor, that didn't help. And then being the only new girl and the only black girl on the floor didn't help either. I got into American University in July. We hopped in the car and we went down to Washington, D.C. and spent a couple of days at American. American let me know that I was admitted about a week before I was supposed to go back to Tulane, and they wanted a decision that moment, but I wasn't ready. I was trying to run away from problems that could have been fixed by not transferring. All of the reasons I gave are very valid reasons why someone might want to transfer or someone transfers. But for me, I just needed time. I'm so lucky that I didn't go to American University. I really thought that's where I was supposed to go. It wasn't the school for me. The school for me is the one I'm at, Tulane University. Tulane was my dream school since sophomore year of high school. I set a goal. I put Tulane University class of 2022 on my wall sophomore year of high school, and I set smaller goals so I could achieve that goal, and I did it. I got into the school I wanted to go to. I got into my dream school. There's no way I could let these issues ruin my dream. These are all experiences that freshmen go through. Lots of freshmen have a hard time adjusting. They feel homesick. They feel alone. They might have roommate issues. Then again, it's their first semester away from home. Everything's not going to be perfect. There's going to be bumps in the road before it can be perfect. So looking back at last year, I'm glad that I had a yucky start at Tulane. Last year is last year. We're gonna forget about it and move forward, because there's no reason that I should have been so worried about what other people thought of me. I should have not cared that other people thought I was weird. None of that should have mattered to me. I wanted to be liked by other people because a vast majority of the students at my school just didn't like me. And I think I wanted to be liked in college because I didn't have people who liked me in high school. I'm really grateful that I didn't go to American because I wouldn't trade these last couple of months for anything. I've learned to fall more in love with Tulane every day, and to think that I would have left. Tulane was my dream, and I'm so lucky they took a chance on me because I don't know where I would be right now. I am succeeding at Tulane. I've managed a 4.0 GPA, which I don't think I would have ever expected to do in high school. Tulane's my school. That's all I can say. I am so excited for next semester and opportunities and experiences I'm gonna have next semester. I cannot wait to go back to New Orleans. Sorry this video was all over the place. This is really what happened at Tulane last year. I was really upset at Tulane last year. I really felt I didn't belong and that I needed to transfer somewhere else. I wanted to sit down and make this video because I know there's freshmen who are in my shoes who want to leave their school. The only piece of advice that I would have is give it some time. Maybe give it a semester and you might find your place. But if you don't, and if the school's just not for you, then find a school that is. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and don't forget to comment and subscribe down below. Make sure you subscribe for more Vlogmas videos. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video. I hope you all have a wonderful day and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye bye!